Hey, Saints, your girl Von Keeks Weston. Storytime, real quick. Okay, so I don't know what it is about me and doctors. Y'all know the whole eye thing. I don't do eyes, my gallbladder, teeth. That ain't what I do. So today I have a physical, a woman's annual. My yearly OBGYN OB because the GYN honey we're not doing that. We're just doing the OB because I ain't having no more babies. At any rate, I digress. So I go in today to have my physical. Have my little thing, little swab, boom, boom. Make sure you're good. Check your boobs, boom, you out. So I go in, and first, when I go in, the nurse says, I know you. I say, really? Well, first of all, am I wanting? I might be wanting in something. You never know, Saints. At any rate, I digress. The woman says, I just know you somewhere. And she was just hell-bent on figuring out how she knew me. I said, I don't know. I said, maybe you know me from Facebook or TikTok. She was like, no. So I said, well, I sing. I'm this. I'm that. I named everything, any reason of why she would know me. She said, no. Then she asked about church. I said, well, I'm minister of music. I play at this church, that church. She said, what about this? They asked about some church. Anyway, I said, you on Facebook? She said, yes. We go to Facebook, and we realize when I look at it, she is friends with one of my homeboys and one of his choir members. I said, it's from the church. I played for that church one Sunday. She said, I knew it. I said, okay. So then she done stressed me out because then we've been talking about 8 minutes trying to figure out how she know me, girl. Am I going to have to fight in the doctor's office? Stay focused, mom. At any rate, we figure that out. We get on down the hallway. She says, come on in. She says, okay, look, what you here for? You here for a follow-up? I was like, no, I'm here for my yearly. She said, okay. She said, well, then you take everything off. I said, let's talk about that. Well, for one, I just got dressed. Just did my hair, just put on makeup. And what I'm not about to do is slide this shirt over my neck until I get home tonight. So if you need to check anything below my neck, honey, I'm just going to pull this shirt up. Honey, I done had 2 babies. I have not one shy bone in my body. She said, I said, I'll take everything off, but I'm not putting this shirt up over my head. I'm just going to lift everything up. You can check all the girls, make sure everything is lump-free and everything. We're going to do that. She said, well, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Good. So when they come in, she said, we got a student training. Do you mind if the student come? No, I don't care if the student come. Come on. Whatever. Let's just go. Now, the room is about big as my car. Hot as hell's fire. I'm of a particular age, honey. Come on. Come on, Saints. It's too hot for this. So she come in and she said, put this gown on backwards. So your whole back is out. Fine. So then she says, I have a student. Do you mind? I don't mind. So the student comes in and asks me all these questions. You have any concerns? Nope, I'm good. She says, oh my God, you smell so good. Thank you. I bathe. I smell like this every day. I look like this every day. I smell like this every day. Thank you. She goes through her little preliminaries and she says, okay, the doctor's going to come in. So the doctor's a nurse practitioner or whatever. She comes in and she goes, hey, Ms. Weston. She knows me, blah, blah, blah. And I said, you need me to scoop down. So women know what I'm talking about, right? You need me to scoop? She said, first I'm going to check your breath. Okay. I said, well, look, I'm not going to take my shirt off because I don't want to get this over my head. It's too much. She said, oh, no. I said, honey, I don't lift it. She just said, oh, no, all right. So they check my boobs. I don't care. That's what I'm here for. This is why I am here. Check everything. All right. Stay with me. So then she gets chime. It's need to check the below the waist. So I'm scooting down. Well, I got the gown on, right? The gown is halfway on backwards. I still got my shirt on. Still got my bra and all this other stuff on. Then she said, well, you can pull your shirt back down and we're going to check everything. Okay. So I take the shirt down. So I still got the gown on. These long sleeve things. Okay. I scoot to the bottom. She had draped a cloth over me or a sheet. I'm like, okay. Then she said, oh, we need one more person. Well, it's already 2 people in the room. The room ain't as big as this car, and it's hot as hell's fire. What you mean? We gotta have a 3rd person. Honey, just go get the whole lobby. Get the whole lobby. Tell them, come on in here. See my hotel. Come on. Get the whole lobby. Tell them, come on. What we doing? Okay. So the other girl comes in. I said, are we ready now? Now she drapes another sheet of me. I said, girl, why I got all these sheets on me at the bottom? My whole entire bottom is facing her face. Butterball naked. Why do I have all these covers in the sheets? Ain't nobody in the room but me and 3 other women. I'm sorry. She said, we want you to be comfortable. I said, I'm going to show you comfortable. I took the sheet, the gown, and I said, this is like a duvet. Took it whoosh, and hung it to the floor. I said, honey, it's too hot for this. Come on here with this thing. The girl was laughing so hard. She said, oh my God, Miss. I said, girl, it's too hot for this. Comfortable. uncomfortable. If I was gonna be uncomfortable, it would be because my tail is in your face. And you trying to cover, who you trying to cover for? You or me? I see it every day. 2-3 times a day. Honey, I took that sheet, I took the all in one fell swoop. I said, honey, get this duvet off of me. I had on, first I still had on my shirt. I had on the gown. She had all the 3-4, she kept draping me. I said, girl, can you even see how to get down there with all these covers? I threw it to the floor. She said, Miss, what? Girl, come on here. She said, okay, take a deep breath. For what? For you to put the instrument in. I said, girl, bigger done been there. Bigger done been there. Go put that thing in the swab so I can get out. She said, Miss Weston, I can't handle it. Girl, come on. I'm ready to go. Take a deep breath for the speculum, whatever you call it, instrument. Girl, bigger done been there. Come on, get him. And get me out of this hot room. She thought she was going to die. Honey, you better ask somebody. Honey, come get them things. Baby, I told y'all I come with a warning label. What? We in the room getting an OB physical where I'm basically butterball naked, but then you want to cover. So you want me to take off all my clothes so you can cover me up so I can sweat to death? Let me tell you where they don't do that at. The 12 people in my head was like, girl, throw that sheet and throw them that duvet to the floor. The duvet hit the floor, Saints. The duvet was on the floor. Take a deep breath for you to put the speculum in. Girl, bigger done been there. Get that. Go. Swab. I'm not here 2 old children. What are you talking about? Come get them, Saints. You can't make this up.